The Halo Infinite technical preview was live this weekend, and we got to experience the game for the first time.
Hostile potato mashed.
Now, it was actually pretty cool to get an early look at some of the new maps, the weapons, and how the gameplay feels compared to 343's previous titles. But today let's dive through some secrets, Easter eggs, references, and tips you may have missed in your first playthrough. Let's get right into it. Let's first begin with some obvious callbacks to Sergeant Johnson. In the map Live Fire, you can see it's the Avery J. Johnson Academy of Military Science. This, of course, is a tribute to Sergeant Johnson from the previous Halo games, and we did see this image a while back. It's nothing too new, but we actually got to experience this map for the first time. If you look a little more closely at some of the text around the map, you can see things like this. It says a UNSC base.
Keep your head down.
In the skybox in the distance, you can also see some of the life that 343 has put into the place. First up, a pelican that's supposed to fly by but zooms way too fast at the moment, and also some birds.
Halfway to victory.
Overshield inbound.
Within Halo Infinite so far, I'm sure there's going to be tons of Easter eggs and references to past Halo games like Johnson, but you can also see references to Jun from Halo Reach. First up, in the sniper tower in the Live Fire map, you can see this decal on the wall. It says World Class Sniper Unit with a decal of Jun. And also in the academy, when you're doing your weapon challenges, you can hear some lines after you complete some runs. This one is cool because it also references the only surviving member of Noble Team who actually went on to train Spartans himself.
Run. Jun himself would be impressed.
Let's take a look at some secrets from the other maps. Now, in Overcharge, there really isn't any Easter eggs that I've found yet, but there is some pretty cool scenery if you've glanced outside the windows. Our next map is Bazaar, the third one that was added to this test flight. This map layout is pretty great with a bunch of different flanking routes, some secret paths which I'll show you in a couple of seconds here, and the setting itself is New Mombasa, places we've been before in previous Halo games like 2 and 3. One of the biggest callouts to this is the giant space elevator that is being rebuilt or under construction in the background. This was destroyed when the slip space event occurred during Halo 2, I believe.
Slipspace rupture, ignition! EMP, losing power! They popped their chutes! We're going in hard! Look! The elevator! Incoming!
What the hell just happened?
Slipspace rupture! Must have weakened the support rings. All units.
This elevator was seen in Halo 3's trailer and then also ODST after that. Bazaar also has some life of its own. There's some markets scattered around, some birds in the sky, and also chickens. The description for the map is, the East African Protectorate's plan to rebuild the glassed urban core Mombasa was ambitious and expensive. But Project Rebirth investment by the UEG and UNSC activity at the nearby Voi accession has revitalized some sections of the metropolis. As mentioned, those secret routes, Bazaar has one of those where you can crouch into a vent and drop down and possibly smash somebody with a gravity hammer. There's also the infamous return of Halo rats.
Taking damage!
Power items en route.
This map is littered with some cool posters of the Bazaar itself and also characters like the Master Chief. Sprinting and walking are almost the same speed. Sprinting, of course, is a little bit faster, but there isn't too much of an advantage if you don't want to use it like the older games. This one's pretty cool. So Halo Infinite is the first Halo game where you can melee without any weapons. Now, in case you didn't know, you can actually drop your weapons in this game to hand them off to friends or just get rid of one if you don't want it for some reason, which is actually nice. And this means that you'll have no weapon, so now you can melee. Halo Infinite is in its technical preview, but so is the new version of Halo Waypoint. And on the site you can see multiple buttons, a help, multiplayer, and also campaigns with an S, meaning multiple of them. This most likely could mean future DLC, as Halo Infinite is supposed to last for many years. We've kind of expected this. That is just unless 343 misspelled the button here. Now we have some cool little Easter eggs and references in the UI and menus. In the AI colors, you can see an option called Lightish Red. Some of you may recognize this callback right away, and it is in fact from Red vs. Blue.
Look at it. It's not pink. It's like a lightish red.
If you go ahead and look at the codings, there's some text in some of the later ones, the more epic and I believe legendary ones, like this one right here. It says, "Even the dead can tell tales with the right equipment." Here are some of the other quotes. You may recognize them, maybe they're just for the game, maybe they reference something else. Let me know down below. But anyway, Spartans, there you have it, some Easter eggs, references, and secrets with some tips in Halo Infinite. As more tech tests become available and eventually the full game, I'm sure there'll be tons of more secrets and Easter eggs found, like 343 littered in Halo 5, so definitely stay tuned to the channel for those. If you'd like to see some more Halo Infinite and also Destiny content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you all in the next video.